Okay, so a friend of mine wanted to know just how far you can run a truck as far as before you run out of fuel. Well, it's not exactly a scientific test that you want to perform, but I'll tell you this. I've had it lower than that. Once the needle, as long as the needle's bouncing, there's fuel in there. I'm going to say that, and that's not a good way to teach anybody anything. I'm not saying go that far. But I know just how much fuel my truck's got in it, and actually it's a little bit above that, but that light comes on right there once you get into the red, and I want to say that was somewhere between 60 and about 110 miles ago. I want to say that from the time that it gets into the top of the red, way up here, I want to say that from the time it gets there down to there, that you can figure that it's going to be 100 miles. You're going to need to get some fuel or less. I mean, I wouldn't even really. I don't like running this low. I knew exactly where the truck stop was. I knew exactly how much fuel I had, and there's still enough to probably go another 15 or 20 miles. And there's another truck going down the road. You got to take into account whether you're pulling a load on a mountain, heavy load, traffic, that kind of thing. So, I mean, it lets you know with that light, and at some point you're going to have to be pushing it, and you just can't push a big truck, so then you're going to need a wrecker. So I'm not saying to run it this low. Guy wanted to know, how much fuel is what. Well, it's I've got a single barrel tank on this one. So basically you figure if you've got 140 gallons way over the full, that's 70, 35. Well, there you can see the tank's full, and it took for that where I was at 122.574 gallons. So on a 140 gallon tank, even if you figure 95% capacity, either way, I probably had 18 gallons left. Multiply that times 6. I don't know. I could have got a good ways on down the road further, but at some point, you're really pushing the limits of the truck. So, but anyhow, I took on 122 gallons. I was at the line, and it holds 140. So, for each tank, because I've only got a single tank, you got to figure that it's not going to read somewhere around 15 to 18 gallons. There you go. So you should always have 15 or 18 gallons left. Whether it picks it up perfect or not, and you don't want to mess it up. So anyhow, that's the lowest that's not the lowest I've had, but that's about as low as you want to go. Alright, that's all. I hope this video was helpful. That buddy of mine wanted to know, because he's got the same truck. So there you go. 122. Alright, y'all stay safe. Peace. Okay, and so if you got 2 tanks, should be about 30 gallons, not red. But what I'm going to show is 1 tank, and instead of 18 gallons, I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to show 15 gallons. So 15 gallons, and even if you multiply it by just 6 miles a gallon, because I'm getting my worst uphill pulls 6.5. I'm usually getting 8 up to 13 bobtail, but I'm not bobtailing much. But anyway, so 15 times 6 miles a gallon. 15 gallons times 6 miles a gallon, I could have gotten another 90 miles down the road. So was I completely out? But you don't want to chance it, because what if you're on a hill and don't pick it up from the pickup tube? What if you get into traffic? What if the highway shut down? Snowstorm? I mean, it could be anything. I usually really don't run my fuel that low. I usually keep a minimum of a quarter to a half a tank. But there you go. Buddy of mine wanted to find out. I knew where I was at. I was like, okay, I'll show you. All right. So I hope this video was helpful, and y'all stay safe out there. All right, peace. All right, so we got it completely full now. That's where it stays when it's completely full, straight across. It doesn't go any further. So to be honest with you, don't let it come past here. And if you can help it, if you can afford to keep fueling your tanks, this is only a single barrel. I don't mind keeping it half full. It's not that much in it. I like to stay at half or better, because you never know if your fuel stop might be out of fuel, their comm data machine's down, the computers are down, internet's down. I did a video on that. You got to have cash at some places when, you know. So anyway, I know this video was helpful to one friend of mine. He was really wanting to know this, but for everybody else, I hope it was helpful. Click like, subscribe, share it if you like the video. You know, and just trying to teach a few things here, and I hope it was helpful, and that's it. So keep your tanks full. That's it. I'm out. Peace.